Hello everyone and welcome to our daily learning video. Today's letter of the day is the letter E. Can you say E? E. And if your name has an E, stand up. If your name has an E, stand up. If your name has an E, if your name has an E, if your name has an E, stand up. Well, this is the letter E, uppercase and lowercase, and today we're going to talk about E is for envelopes and letters. So we're decorating the letter E with stamps. Now we're not using real stamps, of course, because those cost money, but I have some little square or I guess rectangular stickers, and I'm going to pretend that those are stamps. That's how I'm decorating my letter E. Also, I'll put the link below so that you can get a copy of some stamps like this. There are black and white and also some colorful ones. It's a free download, and I'll put the link so you can get those and you can use those on yours if you need to. Okay, well, there you have it. We decorated the letter E with some stamps, and that's what letter E looks like. So now let's write the letter E. The letter E just has 4 lines. It's so easy to write the uppercase E. So let's do it right now. So make a number 1, and then 2, 3, 4, just like that. I'll show you again. We're just using 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, top, middle, bottom. On the handwriting house, we're going to make that number 1 upstairs and downstairs. And then we're going to trace across the top, the middle, and the bottom lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now go ahead and practice your handwriting right now with me. If you don't have any paper, you can skywrite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can pause and practice, or you can just practice a few right now and wait and do the rest for homework if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, top, middle, bottom. Okay, now we're going to make the little letter E, and the little letter E looks like this. You make a line that goes out and around. It looks like a letter C when you go around. Watch this. If I get rid of that line that goes out, there it is. It's a letter C. So let me show you again. Make a line that goes out and then come up and around. Just make a letter C around that line. So on the handwriting house, this little E goes downstairs. So make that line come out in the middle, and I'm going to change color so you can see. You just go up and around. It's like making a letter C. So out and around, right in the middle of the downstairs. Out and around. Out and around. Out and around. That's how you make a lowercase E. Well, I'd love to check and cheer for you. So if you want to hold up your handwriting paper, you can, or you can just skywrite. Good work, everyone. Well, now that we finished our handwriting, it's time for phonics. We know what E looks like and how to write it. Now for the sound that letter E makes. Before I tell you, though, I need to put on my glasses. These are my little old lady glasses. Actually, these glasses were my great-grandmother's real glasses. So let me put on my little old lady glasses, because letter E says eh, eh, eh. What'd you say? Eh, eh, eh. That's what sound letter E makes. Letter E says eh, eh, eh. Like a little old lady that can't hear very well. Well, letter E is a vowel, and the vowels are special letters. So I'm going to teach you a song about the vowels. It goes like this. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Well, they heard us sing E. So E is one of those vowels. E is a special letter, and all of those letters are special because every word has a vowel. If it doesn't have a vowel, then it's not a word. So E is super special. It's one of those vowels, and we're going to use it for blending today. So I'm going to take that E. We just learned the sound that letter E makes. Like a little old lady. So let's put that letter E here. And yesterday we learned the letter D. D was for detective. We helped find Sue's missing doggie. So I'm going to put that letter D right beside today's letter. So do you remember what letter D sounds like? D says D, 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 D. Remember we knocked on your door and we looked for clues? Letter D says D, 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 D. Now we know what letter E says. Letter E says What'd you say? So let's put these two sounds together right now. D, de, de, de. You just did some blending. This is de. Well, before we learned D, we learned letter C. So I'm going to put C right here. C was for camping. And so do you remember what the letter C sounded like? C said k, 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 as in cut. Good job in camping. So let's blend these two sounds together. K, ke, ke, ke. Nice work. Now on Friday, we learned about the B, and B was for bubbles. So let's put a B with the E and see what happens when we blend them together. What does B say? So, be, be, be. Good work. You did some blending. We blended be, ke, and de. That's the beginning of starting to read. Reading is just blending letter sounds together. And we always start with two just to get practiced and ready to read big words. Okay, so that was our letter of the day time. And now it's time for some math. And for math today, we're going to be counting envelopes. I have some right here, and I also have a mailbox. Well, actually, it's a Pop-Tart box, but I made it into a mailbox. So maybe you'd like to do that today too. Let's see how many letters we're going to mail in our mailbox today. Will you please help me to count? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We mailed 7 letters in the mailbox, and 7 is the number that we're working on for this week. So let's write the number 7. It looks like this. You just walk out and slide down. Walk out and slide down. When we talked about C is for camping, we used sticks to make the number 7. We used our campfire sticks. So remember, we put a stick this way and one that was diagonal like that. On the handwriting house, to make a number 7, you just walk out across the top and then slide down. Walk out and slide down. Walk out and slide down. One more. Walk out and slide down. Well, you did a great job today with handwriting and with counting and writing the number 7. I am going to give you a sticker. This is a purple sticker because purple is our color for today. Nice work. I wish I could really put it on the top of your paper. Well, I wondered if you'd like to mail a letter now with me. I have a basket and the letter in it. I'm going to sing a song, and then I want you to tell me who you'd like to mail this letter to. You can pick any friend or maybe grandma, whoever you want to mail it to. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my friend, and on the way I mailed it. Who do you want your letter to go to? Who do you mail your letter to? That's a good idea. Let's do it one more time. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my friend, and on the way I mailed it. Who's your letter going to? Who's your friend? Oh, what a great idea. Your friend is going to be so happy to get a letter from you today. Well, I want to talk about our shape for today. Along with writing letters today, maybe you'd like to try writing or drawing a trapezoid. You can get the worksheets for this week and the weekly lesson plan all for free. There's a link below. I hope this blesses your homeschool. This is a trapezoid, and we're just tracing trapezoids today for our shape practice. A trapezoid has 4 sides. 2 sides are straight and 2 sides are slanted or diagonal lines. Poor trapezoid has no top. He used to be a triangle, but now he's not. So if you see a triangle that has lost its top, then it is a trapezoid. If you don't have a chance to get this worksheet, I'm going to show you how to draw a trapezoid right now. All you have to do is just draw a small line, and then under that, draw a bigger line, and then just connect the sides, and that is a trapezoid. You can finish tracing these trapezoids for homework if you'd like to. Now it's time for our color practice, but I'm going to save it until we get over to the art table. So let's go, everyone. For art today, we're going to make a ginormous letter E using envelopes. But before we do, I wonder if you can find the color purple. Where is purple? Did you spot it? There it is. That's our color for this week, purple. P-U-R-P-L-E, purple, purple. P-U-R-P-L-E, purple is what that spells. Well, I'm going to use my purple paint and all my paints to make a letter E, and I'm going to be using envelopes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just put one envelope like this, straight up and down. And then I'm going to take another envelope and I'm going to put it at the top. As you can see, I'm not leaving much space. I'm just putting it right at the top. And I'm going to put another one in the middle. And I'm going to put another envelope all the way at the bottom. I know it's hard to see because this is a ginormous letter E, but I'm going to show you a little closer look in just a moment. Right now, though, I'm just taping. You could also use glue, all the pieces, all the envelopes together. I'll show you. Let me just slide it so you can see. This made a ginormous E with envelopes. Next, I'm going to paint my E, and I have one that I've already painted, so I'll get that one over so you can take a look at it. Ta-da! So there it is. I already painted it using some watercolors. I'll bring it around and give you an even better look at it right now. Take a look at this giant letter E that we made. We made it using envelopes, and I think it turned out really cool. You can decorate yours however you'd like to if you want. And if you don't have envelopes, then you could just take some paper and fold it to look like an envelope and just call it a letter. You could just make a giant E out of letters. Okay, well, now it is time to learn about envelopes and letters. We're going to do some social studies together. Social studies is just learning about the world around you. And today we're going to learn about letters. So the first thing you need to do if you're going to have a letter and mail it to someone is get some paper and write something on it. You might write a message. I think I'm going to say, hi. You might draw a picture. Maybe I'll draw a smiley face. There we go. Or a heart and a star. Once you have your letter written, you need to put it inside the envelope. And then on the other side of the envelope, there's some special things you need to write. First, you need to write the name of the person you're going to mail the letter to. We just sang a song and you told me who your friend was, so maybe you want to mail this to that person. You'll also need their name, but also their address. Their address just means where they live, the number and the name of their street. You'll need their city, the state, and some numbers called zip codes. This tells the people at the post office where to deliver your letter. You'll also need in this corner of the envelope your name and your address. That's so that whoever gets your letter will know how to write you back. In this corner, this looks like a sticker, but it's not really a sticker. It's called a stamp and it costs money. The money that you spend to buy a stamp goes to the workers at the post office so that they can sort and deliver your mail. Now, once your envelope is addressed and ready, it can go in the mailbox. Many people have a mailbox that looks like this outside of their home. But some people live in an apartment or they get their mail delivered to the post office. So they have a box that looks like this. They have a little key that opens the box and that's where they can put their letter to be mailed. Well, once your letter is ready and in the mailbox, there's one other thing you have to do. You have to put up the flag. That's this red thing on the side of the mailbox. It's called a flag. And when you stand that flag upright, it tells the mailman or the mail carrier to stop. There's something in this box that you need to pick up. Well, the mail carrier comes and picks the letter up from your mailbox. He puts it on his mail truck and takes it to the post office. At the post office, mail gets sorted. Now, in some smaller post offices, the mail is sorted by hand, by people doing it themselves. But if you live in a big city, there are probably machines that help to sort your mail. Well, once the mail is all sorted, then it goes into baskets so that it can be delivered. Each basket contains mail that is supposed to go to a certain area. Mail carriers assigned to certain areas pick up the baskets for where they're headed, put them on their mail trucks, and then deliver them to whoever they're going to go to, like Grandma in this picture. So there you have it. That's a quick overview of what happens to your mail when it goes into your mailbox and how it gets to whomever you're going to mail it to. Well, I want to read a story before we say goodbye, and this is a story called Millie Waits for the Mail. So let's read that together right now. Millie Waits for the Mail is by Alexander Steffensmeyer. Every morning while being milked, Millie stared out at the farmyard. This was her favorite time of day because there was something Millie loved more than anything else. Scaring the mail carrier, moo, and chasing him off the farm. Every day Millie searched for a new hiding place. On the days the farmer didn't get any mail, Millie felt so let down. The farmer didn't share Millie's idea of fun. All her packages arrived broken. Millie had to be stopped, and the mail carrier had terrible nightmares every night. But one morning, he finally had an idea. Maybe if I bring the cow a package, he said to himself, she will like me. The next day, Millie lay in wait, just as she did every morning, and Millie scared the mail carrier just as she did every morning. Moo! I guess that's instead of boo. That's enough, shouted the farmer, chasing after Millie, who was chasing after the mail carrier again. Stop right there, said the farmer. Enough already, shouted the mail carrier too. This package is for you, you silly cow. Millie slid to a sudden stop. A package? She had never received a package before. What on earth could it be? The box bounced right past her and landed under the wheels of the farmer's tractor. Oh no, yelled the farmer, but it was too late. The package was completely flattened. Millie's heart dropped and her feet went wobbly under her. She went kerplunk right on top of the bicycle. And when she pulled herself up on her wobbly knees, the mail carrier's bicycle looked a little different. I'm ruined, sniffed the mail carrier. How will I deliver the mail without my bicycle? Now, every morning, Millie can't wait to finish her milking because there is something she loves more than anything else: delivering the mail. So now Millie's delivering the mail. She's helping out since the mail carrier's bicycle got squished. Well, that was a pretty good story, and I hope you've had a pretty good time today learning about and envelopes. Maybe you can mail a real letter to Grandma or to your friend. Have fun, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.